He doesn't like you, does he? Every time you go around him in the classroom, during training, even when you were just hanging out in the dorms, he seemed to want to avoid you at all costs. You've caught him taking glances at you though. Every time, you just so happen to actually look over in his direction, he just turns away quickly. What have you done to him to make him act this way toward you? You just try to be optimistic as much as you can. You don't like fights or drama, like the thing with Bakugo and Midoriya. You don't really like the way Bakugo treats him. Was it something you did in the past during the sports festival or during training? You just couldn't think about whenever you made him act this way toward you. As the minutes ticked by on the clock, you sighed out of boredom, resting your head against the palm of your hand as you listened to Aizawa-sensei talking about training techniques for tomorrow's training day. He already spoke of this yesterday and was just going more into detail, so you technically did not have to listen to him all that much. But your mind kept thinking over what happened this morning. You brushed your bed head, smiling at yourself after you were done. Today was going to be a great day, you thought as you slipped on your school uniform, grabbing your bag real quick before heading out to your dorm room. As soon as you stepped foot outside, you were greeted by walking into somebody. "Sorry, I didn't see you there." You chuckled nervously as you fixed your uniform, looking up to find Tokoyami with a flustered expression. The one guy you did not want to run into was right in front of you. Your face went red. You quickly put your hand down in embarrassment. "I'm really sorry, Tokoyami. I'll be on my way then," you said, not even daring to ask him to walk with you to school today, even though that's what you really wanted to do in that moment. You think it was fear that prevented you from doing so. You looked back at him. He opened his mouth to say something, but then closed it with a stubborn look. You sighed and quickly walked away from him down the stairs. He was right behind you, since you could hear his footsteps. Your cheeks burned at the thought of him. "Good morning, Lion," Midoriya and Anita said at the same time. They were putting everyone's dishes away since school was about to start. You smiled at them and quickly headed for the door, not even eating any breakfast. You just couldn't stop thinking about him. Why did he not like you? Why were you falling for this man that did not give the time of day to you? A tear dropped from your eye as you kept your head down and walked down the path to school. This was going to be a bad day. As you were in your thoughts, the bell rang loudly, making you jump in your seat. You grabbed your bag and kept your head down. You had already told Momo and Hagakure that you were just having a bad day, so evidently people noticed your change in attitude. Someone knocked on your desk as you picked up your bag after staring out into space. "Hey," you heard his voice say. You bit your bottom lip as you looked up at him. He had a more soft expression on his face than before. You did not know what to say, to be honest. You haven't had any real conversations with him, besides a quick good morning or sorry. "What is it, Tokoyami?" you asked with an unsure tone to your voice. If it's about this morning I told you, I'm sorry for bumping into you." "No, it's not. I just wanted to say that I was, sorry for making you feel sad. I just have a hard time with my feelings and such. The truth is, Wyan, I've had a crush on you for a while now, and, Every time I see you, I just get these butterflies in my stomach. Your smile is really pretty, and your eyes light up when you're happy. Your attitude is one many people wish to have. At first, you seemed really to go out of your way to be friends with me. Now it's almost like you're scared and confined. I wanted to apologize to you. Tokoyami said with his cheeks red. He turned his hand in his pockets and leaned on his left leg, shifting all of his weight to one side. You did not know what to think, to be honest. It was a miracle he didn't hate you, but now you had to process his feelings. You looked at him and swallowed the spit in your mouth you had gathered. You stepped forward and hugged him, feeling his body tense up to your touch. I would say you must fear me, but I don't think you do. Again, I'm really sorry about all of this. I should have just told you sooner, so these actions of mine wouldn't have gotten worse. Thank you for telling me this, you muttered into his chest, feeling his arms wrap around your waist. You stood there in silence. You couldn't stop thinking about his compliments, the way he made you feel, the butterflies in your stomach you got when you were around him. But the true initial thought was that he had the same feelings as you. I'm sorry if I'm pushing you into saying this, but do you share my feelings? It's fine if you don't, but I would really like to know. He asked you as he pulled away from the hug and held your hands tightly. You smiled and nodded your head quickly in return to what he had just said. Of course I like you. I have since day one. You have just always caught my eye out of everyone. When you started acting this way, I wanted to give you space because I thought I was coming off a bit strong. But truly, those moments with you made me more intrigued. You smiled softly as you seen the look of relief on his face. He held your hands in his grasp. I would like to take this slow if you don't mind. Start out with a few dates, But I can tell that in the future we will do more with each other. Maybe even have the title that most people have for each other? Tokoyami said with a smile. Could I kiss you? He asked suddenly as he cupped your cheek. You could feel heat rise to them from your blush. You were definitely flustered by his question, but nodded your head and closed your eyes. You felt him kiss you. It was short and sweet, which is what you expected for a first kiss from him, since he wasn't like Mineta. He pulled back and smiled at you. Come on then, let's go to lunch with the others, he said as he held your hand and led you out of the room. Maybe this day would be even better than what you had intended. He truly made it 10 times better than it was before. You're just glad everything turned out alright in the end. He truly never hated you the entire time. He was just shy and unsure about his feelings for you. All you could do was smile. Your dream had come true, even if it was one you had no idea you wanted. Something that you never thought would happen came true for you, and that was all you could ask for.